What do you do when your child's teacher has a long list of problems but zero solutions? For Everest, school felt like a constant battle against a foggy brain that told him to hide under his desk or throw pencils just to cope. He was praying every night just to be a good kid, while his mother sat in the car sobbing, feeling like her only choice was a medication she wasn't comfortable with. Today, we're hearing a story about a literal overnight transformation. Listen in as Everest and his mom share how a simple focus blend of essential oils changed his grades, his reputation at school, and his entire outlook on his future.
If my brain could talk to me, it would say, go hide under your desk, go talk to your friends, go throw a pencil across the room and make somebody mad. Something like that. I had a tough time focusing and listening to the teacher what would say, and even the times that I did listen, I would usually forget, and then I would ask the teacher what it was again, and then she would just get mad at me and say I wasn't focusing and wasn't listening, so that kind of affected my grades a little bit. Made me feel like I wasn't that good of a kid and everybody else was doing way better than me. They usually got a straight O's, and outstanding is what it means, or A pluses. Before, I used to get satisfaction, so yeah, kind of good, but not really.
One time, his teacher pulled me aside and just shared with me all of the negative things that Everest had been doing. And just the list went on, and she had no solutions for me, just problems. And I remember going out in the car and calling my husband and just sobbing because I didn't know what to do for him. And I know he wanted so badly to be good, and he would even pray at night about it.
At night, I would pray that I would usually say that I could focus in school better and please help the teachers not yell at me and help me be better than I was yesterday. Something like that.
It's really hard watching your child suffer and not knowing what to do to help them. And we even contemplated going with medication, but I really didn't want to go that route. I wasn't comfortable with it. So I was talking to my mom one day, and she introduced me to some Focus Blend essential oils and said, "This might help, you should try it."
I use the Focus Blend by putting it on the back of my neck, and it helps because it's easier to get up to my brain, just right up there. And I kept it in my pocket. My brain was really foggy and it was hard to think. And after, it wasn't so foggy, it only had an inch of fog, and that's not that much for what I had, 5 or a foot of fog.
So I applied the Focus Blend essential oils to Everest on a Thursday, and I went into school the following Monday and asked his teacher, "So how has he been doing?" And she said, "He has been so different. What did you do?" And I said, "Well, when did you notice a difference?" And she said, "Thursday." That's the same day that we started applying the essential oils.
Now my brain would say, "Good job, keep going, you're doing so great." And when I wasn't doing so good, you're like, "You were doing so good today, why are you suddenly not doing good? Go, 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 you're going so fast, go, go, go." Something like that.
It's amazing because now he's coming home with all outstandings, A pluses, great self-esteem, has lots more friends, and helping around the house, which is amazing. And I am so happy.
One day I got a Star Student Award, and it's something that they get picked out of the whole class, and some people got picked twice because they were so good. And it felt really great because it felt like I had a new thing of honor in the classroom, and everybody respected me a little bit more, and they were a little bit nicer. Now that I have better grades in school, I might have a chance on getting into the other good colleges. And my future job is actually being a teacher. I just like seeing kids, and it's kind of fun. Essential oils are really, really great. They can help kids and sometimes parents.
It's so powerful to hear Everest describe going from a foot of fog to just an inch. To go from feeling like not a good kid to winning the Star Student Award is a massive win for any family. Before we wrap up, let's highlight a few pro tips from Everest's story. Immediate application. Notice that the teacher saw a difference on the very first day the oils were applied. When you find the right natural solutions to support the brain, the shift can be incredibly fast, thankfully. However, even if you don't experience immediate relief, that doesn't mean the essential oils aren't working. Most often, people experience the greatest benefits from consistent daily use. Targeted placement. Everest mentioned putting the oil on the back of his neck to help it get up to his brain. This area at the base of the skull is a great topical point for oils intended to support focus and neurological clarity. Empowering the child. By keeping the oil in his pocket, Everest had a tool he could use himself whenever he felt that fog rolling in. This builds exactly the kind of empowered wellness that we're really passionate about here at Essential Life. The Oil Stories podcast is proudly sponsored by EssentialLife.com. If you've got a child who's struggling with focus or feels like they just can't be good no matter how hard they try, don't let them sit in that fog. You can search for focus, ADHD, or concentration in the Essential Life app or book right now to find the exact blends and protocols that helped move Everest from satisfactory to outstanding. If you have a story about how oils have helped your child, we want to hear about it. Please submit your story at essentiallife.com/podcast. Please share this episode with a parent or a teacher who needs to know that there are other ways to help a struggling child feel better naturally. We hope this story leaves you inspired to try something new today. See you next time.